This is David with GamingTrend.com. I am here with Jen from Hi-Res. Jen, what is your title?
Hi, I'm Jen. I am the lead producer at Titanforge Games. I'm also the event lead for Smite World Championships.
So we're at Smite World Championships, and it looks like you have been quite busy lately. How far in advance do you have to plan something like this?
You know, I think our tickets went on sale this summer, and after last year's event, we knew we wanted to come back to ESA. So we got the contract signed early, and then as soon as May hit, I was like, it's time to start planning.
So in May?
Yeah, about then.
Wow. So I mean, like, what all goes into planning an event like this? I mean, there's so many aspects and moving parts. I imagine there's so many things that just aren't obvious to people that come here.
Yeah.
Just where do you stand in line?
Yes, for sure. There are a lot of different departments that go into planning an event like this. Like, by nature, I'm a producer, which is project management. So I think that's why I have a good understanding of, coordinating teams. But we are looking at production, esports admin. We're looking at security, catering, merch versus free swag we can give out, and also encompassing like everything we've experienced in the esports season leading up to the event. So it's just a lot of managing people and managing like what the fans would love. And as a Smite player, I think it's really important that our characters shine. And so, if you look at the venue, there's a bunch of amazing posters, and I think that's really important to share.
Yeah, it's been crazy to see like the posters hanging up. I liked in the main arena. You got the ones for each year for the Smite. And how much would you say? Like, did the fact that here's my real question.
Yeah.
At what point did you know, hey, Smite 2 is a thing and we're getting ready for it? Did that throw a monkey wrench into your planning, or how did that impact things?
We, as we were planning, we knew in the back of our minds, like, this is when we want the announcement to go out. This is what we need to do. And our priority, if you listen to the keynote, is like, we want to build this game with our community. So let's show it to people. Obviously, we can't show it to everyone right now, but let's show it to people who love Smite. So we have our content creators in there, but we were giving out like tickets, like, hey, come play this. We want, I've been saying these things like, we should be giving people at SWC like Disney moments. We can call them Smite moments if you like, but there's like a little boy with a big jersey who has all the pro player signatures, and we're like, please come play this game. You are a huge Smite fan, please come play. And I think just coordinating how many people can we have, what's the right pacing, how do we explain this game, all was a part of the planning that we did.
And so, are you actively involved in, for example, like the check-in experience? Because I know last year the line was kind of long, so this year you guys learned from that and say, hey, come get your stuff early.
Yeah.
I think I heard in the background somebody said roughly 1,000 people showed up on Thursday to get their badges early.
So last year we actually did early check-in for VIP, and what we learned there is a little over 50% of people VIP did check in early. And last year, one of the things we learned is Smite fans are so ready to go Friday morning, first day of the event, that the line wraps around the building. And we didn't want that to be a bottleneck for entry. So this year we were like, let's open up early check-in, give it a wide time range so that we're not, gonna run our keynote later or mess up the next day's schedule, and people can kind of just come in when they're like, yeah, you know what, it's a good time to pick up our stuff. And again, we saw this year about 50, a little over, came to pick up their stuff early, and we got everyone through the doors right at the start of the keynote, the originally planned keynote, and then we just delayed it a little bit just to give everyone like a little breather,
Are you in charge of the floor layout? Do you have anything to do with that? Because I noticed the caster booth is way further back, and that just opened up a lot more seats, it seemed like.
Yes, so we had a lot of discussion because last year the communities was so hungry to get tickets, and we did kind of what the maximum capacity we thought we could do. But going into this year, we knew we wanted more people, more Smite fans in the building, and so we made different adjustments, moved some concession stands out, moved the analyst desk back to get the maximum capacity as possible. And also, if you look in kind of the gallery area, we used to have playable stations, but we just knew we would need the space for different activations, people to just stand and watch on the big LED screen in there, and I think it was the best call.
Yeah, I also saw you guys have the meet and greet area is inside now, and the very nice setup there. So I was curious if you had a hand in that.
Yes, so pros and cons, really. Our initial intent was to do it outside, but if anyone has checked the weather for Dallas, it is cold. So in any event, we're always doing last minute pivoting, and we saw that, there was the space. We had our sponsor SteelSeries make a wall, and I think it just kept the players, one, warm and safe, and two, just allowed us to manage the line flow and just have a good energy to the meet and greets.
Is there, how much effort did you guys have to do with the stage? Because the stage setup is there. Is that something that esports manages, and then you guys just come up with graphics packages, or?
Yeah. So the stage itself is there from ESA. We changed the little piece at the front that says SWC just because it's a magnet and it looks great.
Okay.
But all the graphics are from our team, and it's always a partnership with ESA. What would look great. And I just think it all came together. This is our second year, so we knew exactly what we were walking into, and ESA just has a really great setup for esports.
Yeah, I have to say it's very just cool to see the animated graphics for the team's logos just moving on the side, and all of the stats just there.
Yeah, I think the stats is a huge thing that people want to see during these games, and I think we've improved and made them better than ever. That's
great. Thank you for coming and sitting with me and talking about everything here. I appreciate your time, and I'll let you get back to making sure World Championship is going well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.